So, I don't want to make light of mental illness, but I just want you to know that I can talk about it with the same ease as talking about a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Because I was born with schizoaffective disorder and I've been living with it my entire life. I'm 40, so 40 years. It's schizophrenia with bipolar. So it's technically it's called schizoaffective bipolar type. So there's different types. You can have a personality disorder, or you could be obsessive compulsive or whatever. So it's kind of like being schizophrenic, but with the volume turned up to a million, or you know, schizophrenia on steroids. And I learned at a very early age that I can't do drugs and I can't drink alcohol. But I ignored that at a very early age too. So from the time I was like 9 or 10 years old to, my early 30s, I drank alcohol and did drugs primarily, weed weed, no. If you have mental illness, all bets are off. You shouldn't do drugs and you shouldn't drink alcohol if you have mental illness. And you should go see your primary care physician first. Don't go to a psychiatrist first. Talk to your primary care physician first and see what he says, and maybe he can help you with, basic medication that, believe it or not, most of the freaking planet is on. And then you can take care of the spiritual aspect of it, maybe meditation or prayer or nature walks or having a therapy dog. And, you get your diet right. You have to eat. You can't just have a 400 calorie diet and expect to have a good mental clarity or balance or anything. You need the calories, especially if you have an overactive mind, because your brain probably burns 2,000 calories a day if you're mentally ill. And then there's the other aspect of it. You have to exercise. So whether it's yoga or running or the gym or whatever you want to do, and you have to be able to sleep. And, sleep, diet, exercise, the spiritual aspect, medical aspect. There's a lot of things. It can cascade, but it doesn't have to, I mean, as you can see, I live in public housing and I'm on disability, and I have been for almost 20 years. And it was rough for a very long time. It just balanced out probably in my late 30s, early 40s. And who knows where it goes from here. I'm a lot more optimistic than I was when I was 21, when shit was hitting the storm, when, the shit was hitting the fucking wall, man. I mean, it was bad because I was doing drugs and drinking and not living right and being taken advantage of by people. But there's hope, and you don't have to do it alone. You're not alone. And just know that most of the world is crazy too.